So the first thing then in terms of setup, if we sort of zoom in how on your left hands here, you can see here now your left hand is very different on this side here. The V's that your thumb and forefinger make are going up towards your right shoulder there, okay, which is what we want to try and do. This one here now you can see going up towards your left shoulder, and basically your hand is too far underneath in what we call a weaker position, just in terms of, not weak in terms of performance or pressure.
Massive difference there, isn't there?
Yeah, that left hand's turned around quite a lot, to be fair. But if we think about, if I took your left hand now, so okay, let go of that golf club and put your left hand back here, that's kind of how your hand just hangs in position. Okay, it's your natural hang of the golf club. Look kind of where your right palm's facing there. If we go back a little bit, it sort of gets a bit blurry, unfortunately. But that's kind of, your arm's a bit bent there, but you can see your hand sort of hangs into position there now, sort of palms facing in down towards your leg, not upwards to the sky. So if we can get that left hand grip position better, okay, your right hand now can just sort of sit on top there as it would do. And again, both of those sort of lines or V's that your thumb and forefinger make, you can see now going up towards your right shoulder. Whereas this one, as I said, that little dark crease there with your thumb and forefinger in here, it's up towards your left shoulder, okay? And that's going to cause the club when it comes back to actually just twist to the right. Now the first, I think, 15 shots you hit, some of them are phenomenal strikes, really good distances and good strikes. They were a bit higher than normal because the face was open to the right side, so add lofts, okay? But they were also the right, weren't they? There was a consistency, and after a while you could almost see yourself trying to hit the ball further left through every other mean possible, aiming left as you turn the club face, swinging left, everything you can possibly do, you're sort of fighting a baton. If the golf ball is just going out towards that direction, this green line, shall we say, is your target line, where you're aiming, and the ball is going on that blue line there, you will do everything possible to send it somewhere in that direction to the left. Now that could be, say, pulling it, aiming it, twisting it, when the only thing you had to try and change was that left-hand grip. And the first two shots you did when you changed that left-hand grip just went straight left.
Yeah.
And you're, oh, hang on, that's so one change there, boom, change the shot, change the club face, and actually hit the ball a little bit further because you hit the ball now with a slightly more direct club face rather than sort of a glancing blow. Yeah. So we can get that left-hand grip better. That's going to help, okay? Now, in terms of the sequencing of the golf or the setup, try if we can to sort of not have your feet sort of predetermined or set before the club goes behind the ball and your hands go on the golf club, okay? Because if I ask the questions we did, how far do your feet go from the golf ball, and your answer came back, not a clue. And that is basically the honest answer. And nobody, and even if I said, okay, it's 27.5 inches or whatever it might be, could you eyeball 27.5 inches? And again, okay, it's 27.5 with this one, but then it's 26.5, 28. It changes from club. You'd be all over the place, wouldn't you? But with every single shot you hit, the golf club starts next to that little white thing, and every single shot you hit, the hands go on the end of the club at the top there with the grip. So that's kind of constant. Once you've got that set and the posture now is a lot better, your arms are hanging down a lot better from lesson one way back where your arms are stretching, especially with this club, remember, you're way out here with your arms. That's disappeared now massively. So your posture in your arms is a lot better. But if we can start off with information we know the club goes there, we know the hands go there. Once you set posture, grip and the club, you then just set your feet around that for comfort. And I defy anyone to say, oh, well, I might put my feet too far away. Well, then you've just chosen to put your feet into an uncomfortable position. Okay, you decide where your feet go based on comfort.
Yeah.
So there'd be less of this sort of shuffling around and moving around and not feeling comfortable over the golf ball. As you said on that last one, I didn't feel right. If you don't feel right, don't play the shot. It's easier said than done. I know that.
I'd already committed.
Exactly. It's too late. I've pressed go. The trigger's been pulled. There's no returning now, kind of thing. So if we can get that set up better, as I said, in terms of the screenshot, okay, I sort of take your right hand off. I hope you can just sort of see the left hand by itself there. That's what your left hand, is going to want to look like, okay, on the grip. Now that arguably is a little bit too much, if I'm being honest, okay? But I'd rather see you a little bit more that way to start with. If you do go a little bit too far over, the ball will just start going left, and maybe that was a bad shot the last one, but one or two had a little bit more right to left spin, okay? You may have gone a bit too far over, okay? Basically speaking, you're taking your lead arm, okay, and just sort of putting your hand to sort of shake hands with the golf club, okay? You never shake hands with someone and go and do your hand this way and sort of twist it up so the palm's facing up, would you? I mean, you never know. Mason's hand saying, oh, with a strange, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so we can get that left hand on the grip better. Okay, that there. You might turn there. Okay, that there. Yeah, that's not too bad there. But it's a little on the stronger side. Okay, but as I said, I prefer it being that way than the other way. Okay, and literally just practice that. I say, screen grab that image there. Put your right hand on the golf club, so both hands sort of on the club together. Both V's are up towards your right shoulder. Practice that. Practice that there and get used to that, and then hold the club in mid-air, just used to sort of swinging the club. Put the club down, re-grip it. Get used to re-gripping the club. A lot of people, especially in lessons, they let a good shot and they go, right, I can't let go of the golf club now, and they just walk around with the club in their hands, okay?
Yeah.
You've got to get used to re-gripping and something, because obviously on a tee you hit this one, she goes back in the bag, another club comes out. You can't walk on the golf club with one hand in your club in your hand, okay? So work on that grip. So swing-wise, I've got to say, a lot of good things going on there, okay, in terms of the actual swing itself, as we see in terms of the movement. Okay, good full shoulder turn now, taking that golf club back way above your head there. Good turn the shoulders back to target. Nice width in the swing, hands away from the body. Good rotation through the golf ball there. I mean, just, yeah, very, very good movement. Very balanced. I mean, in terms of sort of full speed there. Okay, as you swing back.
Normal shot you were.
Okay, so good balance in the swing. Even the one that's going a bit to the right there. Good movement, good balance, good rhythm to the shot. Very, very good. Just grip-wise, I say, was going a little bit out of there. Yeah. And that can so easily just go one way to the other, okay? So keeping them sort of monitoring on that over the next sort of few sessions. Obviously, keep checking that, okay? We're on the golf course and play next time, hopefully. We can see where that's going to be going, okay? It's so easy just to keep twisting around here. And it moves for some reason, just no reason or rhyme. You just hold the club this way or that way. Because I think at the moment now, your golfing grip is probably not kind of set in stone as much as maybe mine, because I've been playing a lot longer.
Yeah, no,
okay,
it wouldn't
so it's
be,
kind of just like, well, I'll just hold it kind of wherever, and whatever feels comfortable from one day to the next will be slightly different. Okay, over time, as long as you're aware of the grip being what it needs to be, you'll be a bit more able to sort of self-diagnose. When the ball then starts going high to the right or losing distance off to the right there, you can go, okay, maybe it's my grip. Let's check my grip. You just check your grip there, make sure you get it right. Then for the next shot, if it goes straighter, box ticked, carry on, no change need to be made. If the next shot still goes a bit to the right or goes somewhere else, you may have done it too much, or could be another fault to work on, okay?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Excellent, good stuff.